this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And he misses again. Ball three.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get two quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with two outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, D-Row? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot, you get two outs, you think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's a DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch on its way.
Brett Gardner.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Way in front of a great slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Bumgarner has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Batting third.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Longoria is camped under this one. 2 out, nobody on. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Two and 2. Popped him up. But this one's out of reach into the home dugout. Another 2-2 offering. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. He'll get us started in the top of the second. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Now here it comes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Now at the plate, number 26. He stands in for the first time in this one. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Change up just off the black, and it's first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2. And that's low, ball 4. Here's Joe Panic. First shot for him here with a runner at first. And this is low, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off first. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. And the changeup is way low that time. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Torres scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are coming to the plate now. Didi Gregorius. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Digging in, Miguel Andujar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Hernandez. 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Bumgarner sets. First pitch on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A little bouncer. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Wonderful shot over the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Back now on MLB Network for the start of the 3rd inning. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Gardner arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Hit back up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. Throw on to first, gets him. Leading off the inning, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd, the same way he ended the 2nd, with a punch out, 1 away.
Second baseman.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Belt is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and a strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Slater going back on it, up into the arcade and out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Yankees have drawn even now with 1 apiece.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Didi Gregorius would be next. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here. Here's Buster Posey now, a winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A strike to even the count. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Judge is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A base hit in his first trip. A ball and no strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Another 0-2 coming. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Heading out towards shallow right. Judge in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in to try it again. Number 26. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. There's a slider taken for a ball.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Crawford rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. Stepping in, Joe Panic. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And here's Didi Gregorius.
Leading off the 4th inning, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is fouled at the plate. Hicks absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
Locked him up with the off. Speed stuff on that one. Aaron Hicks is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Into the box, Gary Sanchez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. Bumgarner sets, 1-0 on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping into the box, Luke Boyd. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Greg Bird will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Gregorius over at second. Sanchez at first, 2 out in the inning. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easy. Easier said than done. Andrew McCutcheon called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Slater's under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Neil Walker is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Andrew McCutcheon will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Down the first baseline. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Now playing first base, number 33, Ray Bird.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ground ball right into the shift. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia has got himself 2 quick outs. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Flying toward right center, and this is going to be a base hit for Longoria. So that'll extend the inning with 2 away and bring in Buster Posey to bat.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Brett Gardner. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Liner toward right center. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Into the corner and slide. chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The next 0-2. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Ready once again. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hennick over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And Crawford's in full gear now, heading for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 0-1 on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And this one gets away. A throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Next to bat for the Giants, Austin Slater. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So digging in now, number 26. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Joe Pennant. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Slater is off at first with 2 away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes with up in a 2-0 count. There's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Neil Walker. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Third baseman, Neil Walker.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he finds his spot there, 1-1. Two and one.
Nope.
Missed with a breaking ball. Gary Sanchez waits on deck. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside corner.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And another foul ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Count still full, 3-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. So he won't be able to win this one, and barring a miracle by the pen, would stand to be on the hook for the loss should a run score here. Tie block summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Walker, the runner at third. Sanchez at second. Bird at first with no outs. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brett Gardner. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. In his career, Gardner has accumulated just over 1,100 hits over his big league career. The 1-0 home. Is taken, strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Aaron Judge waits on deck. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Here's big Aaron Judge. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drives it out to deep right center field. Hernandez has it in his tracks. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout.
Number 57.
Here's the first pitch to him. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hard on the ground toward short. And that's the first out. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch. Well, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
There's the Panda on deck. He'll bat next. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Now Pablo Sandoval. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. Last time through was a base hit. In there, no balls and a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he misses 2-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton as they take the lead 4-3.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited it over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Now batting,
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Four runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Aaron Hicks is on deck. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 0-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So stepping in, Neil Walker. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Gregorius stands at first with 1 out. Popped him up. In comes Slater. He's there to make the catch, and wow, the runner breaks for second. And he thought better of taking that risk there as he retreats back to first safely. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
2 out with a man at first. Set. Here's the 2-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 4-3 Bombers. At the plate, number 26. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
I got 2-1 to count.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And now they'll try and get that tying run to third as he puts this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ortiz Hernandez. He'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. The tag, and he is out. So striding forward now, Brandon Belt. It was a walk in his last trip. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Sanchez has it, but no chance to recover. Belt is on at first after the strikeout. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 2-0 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
That one's in there, 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Belt at third, Henson on second, Posey on at first with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 2 hit. Steven Duggar will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Alan Henson is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 19.
And the fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging. the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Stepping up to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Popped him up. Panic waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Brett Gardner now. First offering on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Panic ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's 1 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. On a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning. Nick Hundley come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. And he falls behind now. 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Sandoval over at second. Hundley on at first with nobody out. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Here's Joe Panic. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Giants leave a couple. This over in right field. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Didi Gregorius. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the...
He couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
This one's down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Belt. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. 1-0 the count. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turn to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Stepping up now, Buster Posey. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now a bunt attempt here. And he's safe. Here's the first pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Judge has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the throw comes in, and they will not try sending him as that go-ahead run remains at third with 1 away now. Here's the first pitch, and now everybody's running. Now a bunt attempt here. He's safe at the plate, and they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Into the box now, Nick Hundley. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And the liner foul into the seats down the right side. So 1-1. This is foul right side. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Henson on third. Posey at second. Sandoval at first. 1 gone. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
Another full count offering on its way. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away. He's set and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
2 balls and a strike now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Popped him up. Here comes Gardner. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it 7-4. Striding into the box, Joe Penn. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 0-1 pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse.
Gregorius with a sliding stop. The second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the center.